Here's what happens when you trade against billion-dollar candle movements. Most people see candlesticks as just pretty patterns on a chart, but what they're actually looking at is a violent financial battlefield. My name is JD. I'm a technical analysis strategist. I teach struggling traders how to pass prop firm challenges and improve their overall trading performance. I want you to be like Mia, who grabbed my new system and commented that she was up $1,000 with her first trade and has been having success only taking 2 trades a day. People, I'm trying to tell you, less is more in day trading. If you need a little help on your journey, just scan this QR code or comment below. Give me the guide. I will send you Finally Funded, the guide that is helping struggling traders see that very first prop firm payout in many cases. All right. Now, every single candlestick represents a tug of war between buyers and sellers with real money on the line. And we're not talking about small change here. We are not talking about pennies, dimes, and nickels. Big money, all right? In liquid markets, one candlestick can represent millions or even billions of dollars changing hands. The innocent looking red candle on your screen, that's someone's retirement account getting obliterated, all right? This concept actually dates back to 18th century Japan, where rice traders first created these charts to track supply, demand, and the emotions driving the market. And those emotions, and man, they can be costly, all right? When you see a hammer pattern or a shooting star forming on your chart, that's just not a cute name, it's a signal that billions are about to change direction. Big institutions know exactly what these patterns mean and they're ready to capitalize on them. Meanwhile, most retail traders are treating charts like a video game. They have no idea they're actually playing against Wall Street algorithms designed to take your money, people. Each candle tells a story of winners and losers. And trust me, for every winner celebrating a green candle, there's someone on the other side watching their account bleed red. Next time you place a trade, remember you're not just moving pixels on a screen. You're putting real money into a global battlefield where the big players don't play nice. If you need a little help on your journey, just scan this QR code or comment below. Give me the guide. I will send you Finally Funded, the guide that is helping struggling traders see that very first payout in many cases. Now it's time for some work. Study. Roll it. Hey guys, how's it going? Today is December 9th, 2025. This will be our work study lesson for today. The day is done. We're going to go back and analyze today, take a look at it, look at all the trades that was there and see what we can learn. All right, so check this out. Many of you may not know that I actually have a community that I offer for $10 a month where I send out a ES Futures market forecast pre-market. I normally send it out around 8:30. And so that's 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time before the New York market opens up at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. So hey, plenty of time to see what the market is doing and or go ahead and trade if we are at our key entry point. So let's get into this so I can explain this a little bit for you. So when I send it out, I let people know right out the gate. Today I saw in my analysis that the bias is neutral. I gave the key entry point high price 68.6350, the key entry point low price 68.39, right? So I said, hey, we've already had 3 touches with no breakout. That's a clear sign. All right, anything can happen. The bias is neutral because we are in my zone. So these yellow lines represent this key entry point high and low. If we're in that zone, hey, it's a clear range. Ain't no question about it. The system tells us that. If you understand auction theory, order flow, it tells you that this is a range. So that's the bias, right? But I'm just letting my people know, hey, things can go either way, right? Because we're still hovering at the top. And when that EMA is close to the top of a key entry point, hey, a breakout is very possible. But also, like I said, man, we tried once, twice, and another time back here to breakout, still hadn't done it. When that happens, there's a very high chance you're going to go to the other side of the range because that's how ranges happen. They go from one side to the other. So my final analysis to the community was range rules apply until the market picks a direction, right? Range rules means when you get to the top, you want to look for a sell. When you get to the bottom, you want to look for a buy. Most people won't tell you that. Most people don't understand how to trade the range, but we do, and this is how we're going to do it. So let's go look at how the day played out and how you could have traded it if you was armed with this information going into your trading day. So here we are right here. You know, I sent that out a little early, actually, at 7:54 today. All right, so right out the gate, we've tried to go out the top a few times. Hold on, let me get my tool up. All right out the gate. You know, like I said, we done tried a few times. Couldn't break out, couldn't go nowhere. Kept trying. So a beautiful entry is right here, man. I mean, we done tried to go higher. You get this lower high here. You get this try to came up, little rejection, but then you get this falling hammer here. Man, if you don't go right here on this falling hammer, this pattern here, this red, green, red, I'm going right there. I am going right there. It's not quite a wifey trade. Can't call that a wifey trade, but man, it's a range fade. Okay, it's a range fade. We know we just tried to break out the top. Chances are we headed all the way to the bottom down here. You just take this as a range fade. That's all. You know. You're hoping it goes to the bottom, but if it doesn't, it doesn't, you know. But even if it doesn't, let's just count points today. This boy, you enter at 54, drops down to 49. Hey, that's 4 points. Let me get my calculator out. Listen, if you're not familiar with the futures market, each contract is worth $50 per point. So if you go 1 point in the futures market at one contract, you made $50. I like to go 5 contracts, so I will make $250. So this little 4-point drop for me, you know, it's $1,000 move. You know what I'm saying? That's the power of the futures market. You don't have to go far to make, you know, a substantial amount of profit. So that's a nice little drop, right? And then if you just really stay back, keep your stop up here, stay back and ride it all the way to here. I mean, that was, you know, 54, 9 points, man. That's a big run, right? Then we come back, but don't really go anywhere. As soon as you see the 21 EMA start to look straight across, hey, listen, range rules will also say don't do anything. We're in the center, sit on cash, sit on your hands. So once that EMA goes straight across and you're in the center of the zone, don't do nothing because you will get chopped up. And most people will get chopped up right in this area right here. And you don't want that to be you, all right? You want to wait to see what the market is doing. And let me squeeze this down a little bit so I can make sure I'm looking at the price action right. Yeah, so, but then we break higher and we start moving higher. You know, you're going to be tempted to go. It's unfortunate. But I'll tell you what, when it pulls back right here, now we're above the center of the zone. We're clearly above the 21 MA. We're moving higher. I could really draw a trend line on this. I'll go right there. I understand. Nice little candle, some very small risk. That might not even be 2 points. You go right there. That's a nice, easy 54. I mean, 6 points. I mean, hey, 6 points before it would have came back. So that would have been a nice, quick, easy one for somebody. Right? Then it tried to come lower, and then you get this low, boom, higher low. This one I really don't like because look at the EMA. It's straight across sideways. I just don't like it. You know, it's a huge signal candle, but again, in this particular case, the signal candle is so big, it makes the risks really large, which is why I don't like it. And we've already broken. I mean, we've already moved up and broken, and we got close to this top, by the way. You know, so we may not make it. I just don't like this one. And look, it's a loser. It's a loser. If you go right here, unless you was going for 1 point, bam, 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 it gets you. I knew I didn't like it. It's a setup, yeah. It's a low, higher low all day. Beautiful signal candle close on this top, close higher. Everything about the setup is awesome except for the context. And that just comes with experience, understanding the context. This is a range day. We've already just kind of came off the top. I got this 1, 2, 3, 4 big reds down, right? Hey, this thing could be a trap. And it really was a trap because what really happened here is that this is nothing but a trend down, trend break, retest a new low. And you got trapped going along right here. That's it. It was a trap. You have to pay attention to the current price action. And this was a leg. That was a clear leg because we moved up. This was a clear leg break. So you should expect a trend back in that. And it's just funky. And it actually worked. It's 2 legs back. This is perfect price action. Trend down, trend break, retest. That's perfect price action. It's just unfortunate that if you see this as a higher low and go right here, you get trapped. Boom. but that's perfect price action. That's why that didn't work. And that's the thing about price action. When you really trading it right, you know why to lose. You know why you lost. And that's the power of understanding price action, combining it with order flow, combining it with auction market theory. That's the power. You know what's going on. You ain't out here. I'm not out here guessing like everybody else. I'm sorry to tell you. Then we get this. We finally come back and man, we hugging the key entry level again. We get a break, but we don't get no breakout pullback. So we don't trade this. We just sit here and do nothing. And because we didn't have a setup, because we were disciplined and did nothing, we probably take this break back in and catch a few points here. Not nothing to talk about, but it's another, just so you see it, it's another nothing but a trend down, trend break, retest, new low. Our pattern is everywhere. If you don't know, trend down, trend break, retest, this is the market cycle. This pattern alone, if you learn it, can make you a lot of money. So, but then look at the 21 EMA straight across. When that happens, do nothing, because what's happening is we're ranging and we're basically in a range, and that's a tight range. That's too tight to trade. You'll get chopped up. Again, if you don't know, many don't know who haven't traded with me before, the 21 EMA is our best friend, people. And when it's straight across, hey, you want to stay out of this. People lose funded accounts, prop firm accounts, real accounts all the time, trading in very tight ranges. I trade in ranges every day. I love the range when it's huge, when it's from 63 down to 39. But a tight range, 63 to 58, no, stay out of that. That you want to stay out of, okay? I don't know what that's doing there. And so then we have this. We tried to go lower. Where we at? Yeah, we tried to go lower. Couldn't. Broke back above the 21 EMA again. Now this time we got a breakout pullback. This time we got this is a legitimate breakout. Let me put a pin on it. This time we got a legitimate breakout, a legitimate pullback, and a legitimate signal candle. I'll go right there. Hey, when it's there, it's there. You know, I'm not going, there's no reason to argue with it. Boom, this is beautiful too. It goes for, 65. You ride this thing up to 71. Awesome. You know, that's a quick 6 points, man. At my little 250, we're talking 1,500. So that's the power of the futures market. You would have entered this at 11:05 and 11:17. Goodness, 12 minutes, you've made $1,500. So that's the power of the futures market. That's why, quite frankly, that's why it's so attractive, right? But you have to understand it's a skill. But if you learn the skill, you know what I'm saying, then it's nothing. Because look, then we break out. Look at the 21 EMA, which is, again, your best friend. If you haven't traded with me before, if you see the EMA look like a roller coaster, you're in another range. That's another sign of a range. Box it up immediately. You box that sucker up. All we did was break out, and we went into another range, which is very common. It's a common thing to happen in price action. When you understand that, then you can take advantage. You box it up, and then you could take this trade. Bam. You can go here. Bam. You can go here. Bam. These are 3 awesome base hits that you would be able to, take advantage of, especially these last 2. Maybe you don't get this one. Maybe you don't draw the range fast enough for this one. But for these 2, oh yeah, that's money. Then just because you understand price action, you go here. Bam. Because, I messed that one, y'all. Messed that one up. Just because you understand price action, you go here, bam, because you're expecting a second leg down, because this is nothing but this is a beautiful leg. You would expect a second leg, and by golly, Miss Molly, you get it, because that's just price action. That's how the market moves. Again, for those who are maybe new to me and the way I trade, this is basic trend down, trend break, retest the new low. That's our market cycle. That's just the way the market moves. If you don't know, I'll let your boy. I'll put you on game on that one. And bam, you get it. So that would be awesome. And then I just got to say again, this level, we had this level, this 68, 63, no secret to us, because that's the very level, 68, 63, 50, that I told my community, hey, when we get to 68, 63, 50, you might look for something to happen. And what happened? When we got to 68, 63, 50, we got a breakout pullback. We got a breakout pullback set up right at 68, 63, 50. What's the chances of that? And this is hours after. I sent that out at 7 o'clock a.m. This is 11:03 a.m. And you get a breakout pullback right at this price. That's the power of, that's just the power of my key entry levels. That's the power of the way I trade. And that's the power of being part of my community. Just putting it out there. You would have had that, right? And then where the other mark, what else happened at 68, 63.50 right here? Bam, go short. Where else is 68, 63.50 right here? Bam, go short. Where else? It came up short right here, but hopefully you've been paying attention. You just go short right here, and bang. That's that, all right? So, I mean, that's the lesson. And then we back in the range. EMA going straight across. Sit on cash. Don't do nothing, all right? Don't do anything. And that's the day. That's the day, folks. So, hey, listen. That's the chart lesson for the day. Hey, we are a small growing community of traders, some profitable, some not, all trying to learn the system and get better. And we're doing it together, all right? And if you need to increase on the sudden, hey, think about joining us, all right? I'm going to put a link in the description. Join us today. See if understanding having a bias before the market goes in, hey, see if that helps improve your trading at all. And roll with us, and we answer questions. And again, we're a small community growing together. So if you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description. So until next time, my name is JD. And as always, I wish you increase on the sudden. Bye-bye.